Opinion by Kashmir Observer published yesterday 9:30 p.m. Security personnel patrol the streets following an encounter with militants in Kudwani village, Wasim and Rabi. HT photo Kashmir Observer share tweet email Reddit print share tweet email Reddit print on Sunday. Security forces engaged in an exchange of fire that eventually left 5 militants dead. Jammu and Kashmir's Shopian district. As the gunfight began, residents of Betagam village took to streets and began to clash with the forces in an attempt to help the trapped militants escape. This left 5 civilians dead. Though the state government and the national media often choose to look at the developments like these in terms of the violation of the law and the consequent rightful punishment, the truth is that this legalistic view of the situation is simplistic and explains only an insignificant part of the reality. When a massive number of people turn out to protest and put their lives on the line to save the lives of the trapped militants, it tells you about the depth of alienation and anger in the valley. It tells you about the intensity of the sentiment in Kashmir. So, explaining this runaway situation in terms of the law and order and justifying the response to it as warranted may help as an argument, but it does little to address and ameliorate the ongoing extraordinary state of affairs. The fresh wave of anger is also a telling comment on the 4-year-long iron fist policy that has been singularly dictated by a pointless ambition of the dispensation in New Delhi to kill its way through the problem in Kashmir. As the killings underline, this has only ended up doing the reverse. A blend of anger, despair and frustration marks the response in Kashmir to the killings of the civilian protesters during yet another encounter. The growing trend of massive militant funerals and the encounter has triggered mobilizations, leading to avoidable loss of lives that has left Kashmir teetering on the brink of a fresh chaos. To a large section of youth in Kashmir, it doesn't matter now what anyone is saying. Whether it is Army Chief General Bipin Rawat who warns them to desist from disrupting encounter sites or Gilani, they won't listen. The issue is much more complex. The issue is not that the youth run to rescue trapped militants, the issue is what drives them. The issue is the social and political conditions in which this is happening. But none of that is being addressed. State has been taking the easiest way out, kill and blind. And if the governments in the state and at the center still think that the situation can be addressed by doubling down on the use of force, one can only pity their delusion. For it will only mean more of the killings and blindings of the people, more violence, and more recourse of the local youth to the ranks of militancy. And yes, more alienation from New Delhi. This article first appeared on Kashmir Observer. Support our journalism by subscribing to Scroll Here. We welcome your comments at letters@scroll.in. Militants Kashmir unrest stone pelting Kulgam killings protests sponsored content by published April 16, 2018 12:38 p.m. Shutterstock share tweet email Reddit print share tweet email Reddit print. You probably have heard of Ladakh's beloved educationist and innovator, Sonam Wangchuk. He was the inspiration behind Funsuk Wangdu, the whimsical, genius protagonist of the 2009 film, 3 Idiots. As an engineer, he pioneered innovative concepts such as ice stupas, vertical ice towers developed to combat Ladakh's acute water scarcity during spring. Wangchuk's dream project, though, is the Himalayan Institute of Alternatives, HIAL, an alternative university where youth from different Himalayan countries will convene to research on issues faced by mountain people. This ambitious project, trying to foster collaboration, will benefit tremendously from good connectivity in the region. Recently, Wangchuk spoke about the potential improved connectivity holds for people of Ladakh in a Facebook post. This Sunday was very special for me. It was perhaps the first time ever that a person in Ladakh addressed a live seminar in another city using video conferencing over public internet. Sanam Wangchuk. About 250 Ladakhi students studying in Chandigarh connected with Wangchuk for the seminar, which was organized by the Ladakh Students Association. As is to be expected of a passionate teacher, Wangchuk was quick to emphasize to students the importance of balancing of digital and offline lives. Sanam Wangchuk thanked Airtel for making 4G connectivity a reality in Ladakh. Having launched in December 2017, Airtel became the first operator to provide 4G services in the Ladakh, and will serve around 130 towns and villages in Dras, Kargil and Leh regions. 4G availability in Ladakh benefits not only the local population, but also the large number of tourists that visit the Ladakh region every year. High-speed data services will now be available at popular destinations such as Kargil War Memorial, Shanti Stupa, Leh Palace and more. To read and share Sanam Wangchuk's Facebook post, see here. This article was provided by the Scroll marketing team on behalf of Airtel and not by the Scroll editorial team.